Hey beautiful people, so I have killed a bunch of plants over the years, unfortunately, but I wanted to share with you guys 5 house plants that are great for beginners because they are really hard to kill. So plants that I have not murdered and plants that I always feel like are the go-to for anyone who is just starting out as a plant parent. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm going to share with you guys 5 plants. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and let's get straight into it. So the first plant that I'm going to be talking about is my beautiful Heartleaf Philodendron right here. I absolutely love this plant. When I got it, it was definitely way smaller than this, but it has grown so much in the past few months. I believe I got this in November. Definitely this is a plant that grows quite quickly. I got this because I do want it to fall over, and it's a plant that is going to fall down and drape over my home office setup, if you guys have seen that video. I honestly have not been great with it to be honest, and it's still alive, so I'm very happy about that. I tend to water it whenever I think it's dry, and I don't think you need to have a schedule. I feel like this is one of the easiest plants to take care of. I go to my local plant store, this really cute store in like North Philadelphia. It's so freaking cute, and that's where I get my plants. And they always tell me if I wanted to check if a plant ever needs to be watered. You literally just take your index finger and stick your finger into the soil as far as you can go, and if the soil is not damp, then it needs to be watered. So it just makes sure that the soil doesn't dry out completely all the way down to the end. So about 2-3 inches down, if it is not damp, it's time for watering. So that's kind of how I water this baby right here, and she is growing, she is thriving, she is looking good, and also with sunlight. I think more like indirect light, not super direct light, is good for her. But so far she's growing, she's thriving, she's doing good. Look into her, Heartleaf Philodendron, and I can't wait for her to fall down. I absolutely just can't wait for her to start falling down. So very excited about this. Definitely a good buy. The next plant is this absolutely beautiful Peperomia. I had no idea what this plant was. I was introduced to it by my local plant store, like I said, and I just absolutely love her. Yeah, I haven't potted her yet, but I think she looks fine. But she's so pretty. Do you see how she grows out? I just love how silky her leaves are. Like, it's just so, I don't know, it's like perfect. Like, it's not, I don't know, I just really love her. And yeah, she's growing well, she's living well. Her soil gets really dry, and it's something that I find really interesting about her, because I don't know if it's because of the plants or the kind of soil that they used for her, but like it dries out like crazily. Like, I can literally like break it into chunks. Like, it's so dry. And so I tend to water her maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. I don't overwater her. I do the same thing. I check to see if her soil is dry. But the issue with this is, like, I can't really even dig my finger into it because the soil gets super dry. But she's been great. I've literally not watered her for like 3 weeks for a while, and nothing bad has happened to her. Don't do that. But she's very easy to take care of. She's not dying at all. I actually put this right next to the window, so she's very good with direct light so far for me. I haven't really put her somewhere dark, so I'm not sure about somewhere dark, but so far I've put her right by the window, and she is not burning, and she's not having any issues or scars. Maybe I should try putting her in a darker area, or at least in direct light area, and see how she does. But so far, Peperomia, she's doing great, and I just love how she looks. And I think so far it's been really easy for me to take care of her, and I really like that she's going to grow up. Hello. So this is literally my favorite plant ever. I love snake plants, or mother's tongue, or something like that. Mother-in-law tongue. I'm so sure the Africans named it that, because to be honest, it just sounds such an African name. I'm Nigerian, for anyone who is wondering. It just sounds like something that Africans would name something. Mother-in-law's tongue. Anyways, to be honest with you guys, if you're a beginner, you know nothing about plants, you literally don't have time to water your plants, you have no time for any of these things, get a snake plant. That's all I have to say. Like, this is the easiest plant for you to take care of. I will not lie. It is super easy. Like, literally, you can honestly ignore her for a month and she will be good. She'll thrive. Whether it's in direct light or no light or medium light, like she's just great. Like she's the chillest plant that you can get. I absolutely love her. I literally water her whenever. Like yeah, that's all I'm say about her. She's my favorite because she doesn't need much. She doesn't droop. She's not angry at you. She's just good. And so yeah, she's honestly my favorite. Just water her at least once a month. Like don't take it over a month. But generally, like she's honestly the best plant that I've ever had. Like I think this is my second snake plant. The last one I give it to a friend, and I just have had such a great experience with snake plants so far. She's just really chill. If you're a super beginner and you don't want to stress yourself out, get a snake plant. Get a mother-in-law tongue. I can't even say this right. What's wrong with me? Get a mother-in-law's tongue plant. Get this. Super easy to take care of. Okay, so here is my big baby. This is a Dracana. There are actually different types of Dracana plants, and I will find exactly what type this is and put it on the screen because I don't exactly know what type. But there are different types. I just know there are different types. And one thing I love about this plant is how basically they grow in stalks. So as you can see, they're like 3 different tall, I just call them stalks, I don't know what they're called, but 3 different tall like plants in one, and that's basically how they grow. And I just think it's really pretty, especially if you want a taller plant in your room. And I put this on a plant stand. I just have a pot and I put it in a plant stand. It's quite heavy, but this is my absolutely beautiful Dracana. I absolutely love this plant because it's relatively easier to take care of than most bigger plants. So if you think about like a fiddle fig leaf plant, like those plants are super hard to take care of, and other types of plants, but with this, like it's relatively easy. It definitely needs some specific things. For example, Dracanas don't like direct light. Don't put it next to direct light because it will burn their leaves, and I learned that the hard way, trust me. So if you have like a darker room in direct light, they will be happy. That's basically what you just need to know. And just water them. The same thing, put your finger into the soil and check to see if the soil is dry, and that's basically all they need. Also, they don't need their soil to be too like soggy because they actually don't like sitting in water. So make sure that your pot has good drainage. It's quite easy to take care of relatively. They obviously need more steps, but I would still say that it's super easy to take care of. I haven't really done nothing has really made it droop or anything. I just burnt a few of her leaves because I put her next to the sun. Never gonna do that again. So indirect light, water maybe every 2 weeks. Make sure to check if her soil is dry because you want her soil to be completely dry before you water her again. That's basically what she needs. Spray a little bit of water, like mist her. Just take, have a spray bottle, just mist her a little bit, every 2 weeks, and she'll be happy, and she's thriving and she's growing. I can't wait to see her grow taller because she's just going to keep growing, and it makes me so excited because I can't wait for her to grow taller. So a Dracana is definitely one of my beginner picks for a taller, bigger plant option. And finally, if you really just want to go easy, you don't even want to water the plant, you basically just don't even want to think about it, just go with a cactus. Cactuses, I think both are right, I don't know. Anyways, they literally are built for dehydration, so they definitely don't need a lot of watering. I have this right next to my window as well, so they're really good with direct sunlight. Y'all know cacti from the desert, so they will thrive, they will be fine, and she's just good. So literally go for a cactus if you're really just trying to add some green into your home and you really don't want to think too much about your plants. I'm always trying to become a better plant parent, always trying to learn about my plants. That's how I learned about the Dracana and how I was basically killing it by putting it next to the window. Yeah, I'm always trying to learn, and so these are just plants that you can start off with. You can get harder plants, but definitely it's always good to start somewhere, and don't be afraid to get a plant. It's totally fine to learn, and if one of their leaves starts to fall off, that's totally fine. You can always revive a plant. I honestly recommend going to a local like plant store to get your plants and to get advice on how to take care of your plants, because those are the best places to go to get all the good information. It's always great to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any of these like stores to get plants because they're cheaper, but then if you go to an actual store, you get a lot of good information. And so far, like the local store that I have here is actually not super expensive, but I would just recommend to go to like an actual plant store, because they literally will tell you when to water your plants, what kind of light they like. They will give you all that information and they will help you out with all that stuff. So that's my little small advice for y'all tonight. Alright you guys, I hope this video was helpful to find some beginner friendly houseplants, and good luck becoming a plant parent. It's actually a lot of fun. I love just taking care of my plants. The like watering days are so much fun. I put them in my bathtub, I spritz them, I love on them. It's kind of like a little self-care thing that I do for myself as well. I hope you guys enjoy becoming plant parents, and good luck. I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.